So I'm making a late night trip to Bill's garage, and we'll see what I can find over there. You know, I've been going there for so long. The last time I went, I still found plenty of good records. So see you there.
Got his joy to the world. Those were just nonsense lyrics. He hadn't actually completed the lyrics of them.
Oh, Hoyt Axton, Joy to the World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know. And he did the No No song.
Yep. Yeah.
I like that one.
That is a good song. Yeah, and Ringo did a good cover of that.
He did a good cover of it.
Ringo does a great cover of Husbands and Wives by Roger Miller.
Really?
Yeah. It's on the Goodnight Vienna album.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I have that album.
It's a good song. His new album is a country record.
Yes.
Dabbled in country. I think his first album was Sentimental Journey, and then there was Buku of Blue.
Boku of Blues.
Yeah.
And that's straight up country. As a matter of fact, it sounds something like listening to Jim Reeves.
I think he
It's really, he probably did.
Nashville Players are in there.
And everybody talks so highly of that album, like that's his best solo.
Yeah.
But to me, his best solo is just the self-titled Ringo album with Photograph on it.
Yeah, that's the most commercial.
Oh, that's a great sounding record, and the songs on there.
There was a guy I worked with in Chico. He was a DJ, and he used to live in Southern California. And during that time, he lived near the studio where they were recording that record. So he'd ride on his bicycle, and he'd see these limousines, and he knew, the rumors Paul, John, George were there, So he was thrilled at that.
What town was that?
It was in Westfield.
Westfield, Mass. Western Mass.
Western Mass.
Wow.
It was very hard.
You were what, 16?
15, 16, 17. Dad was having his midlife crisis, and I became a casualty. Whatever. We lived in Garden Grove, Santa Ana. The Windsor named after. We were just familiar with it, and I came of age there. I mean, went from a child to, a tween, and early teens there. Then went back to it in '76 when I moved back there. It was pretty cool. Moved up to Paradise and stayed up there. I do remember one night, in fact, one of the radio stations just played Sheryl Crow's hit. Till the Sun Comes Up on Santa Monica Boulevard. And I was thinking, my God, first of all, that song is 30 years old, 31 years old now. And two, we were down there when that song was a hit. Had to go down there. And it was just, that song fit that place so perfect. Ah. Getting old and in the way. Boot me out the door, boot me out the door. had the song Deep Beat. They had the song What Is Love, 5 Foot of Heaven on the Ponytail.
What is that?
Yeah, the Playmates. They were more pop version of the Princeton Trio or something like that. And they were more like frat boy college stuff. What Is Love, 5 Foot of Heaven on the Ponytail. The cutest ponytail that sways one Beat Beat was a fun comedy song.
Okay, let's see here.
I always imagined a concert with Johnny Cash, Johnny Paycheck, and Eddie Money. That never worked out.
No. Eddie Money was good, though.
Yeah.
2 Tickets to Paradise.
Yep.
Oh, there's Jimmy Durante.
Jimmy.
Yeah, my mom worked with him. Here in Reno.
One of the guys.
Whoa, look at this Joe Jackson.
Loved Jimmy Durante, so every time I ran across one, I'd buy it and give it to him.
Uh-huh.
He was great. He passed away here a few years back. He was 80. He died shortly after his wife died. It happens.
Yeah, that does happen a lot, doesn't it? Oh, look at this Mickey Newbury.
His wife died on a Monday and he died on a Friday. Yeah, I had eclectic tastes, like you.
So I hadn't been back to Bill's Garage for a while. It was really nice to get back in there. After all the times I've been there, I still find good records. I found 10. I'm going to show you. And just so you know, Bill, all those records he found thrifting through the years. He was a DJ in the late 80s and the 90s. And back in the day, records were just plentiful at thrift stores. And a lot of these he found in Chico, California, Paradise, Oroville, Reno, Carson City, and Sparks, Nevada. Probably paying $1.50 a record. And when I started digging there, I don't know, almost 2 years ago, I mean, it was just amazing. And after these 10 records, I'm going to show you just an example of some of the records that I found. So first off, this last trip, that early evening, I found Gamma 2, and I was missing this one, Ronnie Montrose. This is just, after the debut with Sammy Hagar, I just love this album. So this is just really cool to get. I spun both sides. Great, great album, Gamma 2. Yeah, all the Gamma records are good, but I do like that one. And then I couldn't believe I did not have this David Bromberg. This is Midnight on the Water. And this is a good album. I discovered David Bromberg when I was a kid in 1971 with Suffer to Sing the Blues. And you have, on this album, you have Bonnie Raitt and Bernie Ledden is on here. And also Buddy Cage, the pedal steel player from New Riders of the Purple Sage. So this is really nice to have. And Midnight on the Water is really good here. And Dark Hollow, Bill Browning, that's a Bill Browning pen song. And of course, the Grateful Dead Bob Weir sings a nice rendition of Dark Hollow as well. Great old-timey tune. And then from the Netherlands, this was cool. This is the Shocking Blue. And this is the one with Venus. And this sounds great. Now, there's the ring wear. I don't care because the wax sounds really, 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 really good. Yes, and I'll show you the label here. It really does sound great. And now I'm going to be in the Netherlands. I'm going to be in Amsterdam. I want to try to get some more Shocking Blue, some golden earrings, some Betty Server, and a couple of other, Daryl Ann, a couple of other Dutch bands that I want to get their records. Now, here's a record. This was so cool. I couldn't believe it when I found it because I've been looking for her debut for at least 2 or 3 years. And I've almost pulled the trigger online on Discogs, and it was always just really pricey. And here it is. This is the debut Bonnie Raitt. And I love this record. I like Bonnie's first 4 albums the very, very best. And this, I Ain't Blue on here is just my favorite. Her cover of Bluebird by Stephen Stills is just awesome. So again, now this is, on the olive green Warners, that's that's the first press. But this thing sounds just so good. I'm very, very happy with having this copy of Bonnie Raitt's debut. And then, I like Phil. I like Genesis. This is Face Value. I don't think I have a vinyl copy of this. So this is great to add. Of course, this has In the Air Tonight. Tomorrow Never Knows is on here. It's just a classic album. I love it. I like a lot of mainstream music. I like garage. I like the rough stuff, everything. Now, I did get two 12-inch singles. Belinda Carlile, look at this. And this is so nice. I mean, this shrink has got to come off, right? It's such a nice cover. Look at that. Beautiful. And this is Mad About You. And it's just the B-side's the instrumental. Very nice to have this Belinda Carlile single. And then this Tina Turner, this is What's Love Got to Do with It. And when I spun this, I just was amazed at how good her vocals are. Just perfect. What a fine, fine vocalist. All of her work with Ike and Tina Turner, just amazing. The great Tina Turner. So this is really nice to have. Now this comp here, this is cool. This is all Beach Boys-esque styled bands doing 4-5-part harmony. This is California, USA. And so much is on here. You got Bruce and Terry doing Summer Means Fun. Rick Hen, Girl on the Beach. Sparks doing Over the Summer. Just a great comp. Lou Christie's on here. Roger McGuinn doing Dragon. The Ripcords, Hey Little Cobra. Really, really cool. Jan and Dean doing Yellow Balloon. So let me show you this. And then I was really, really surprised. I have a hard time finding albums by Sparks. And I had no idea that I was really going to like Sparks in outer space. This is a really, really good album. And if you look at Sparks albums, like what are their best, this is like way at the bottom of the list. And I really enjoy this. Cool Places on side one is a great track, and Popularity as well. So really good to have Sparks. I think I'm going down that rabbit hole, man, on Sparks. Great band. And the last one, I did, I call it my grade 8 for Joanie Mitchell, my list. And her jazz albums, I think I really should have put them, like 6, 7, and 8. I was missing Don Juan's Reckless Daughter, and this is just nice to have. And this sounds very, very good. This is On Asylum. So those are the 10 records I picked from Bill's. I'm going back again, and I have a friend going over with me, and his name is Jeff. He watches my channel a little bit, and we met here in town. He goes, I recognize that voice. It'll be really fun to go over to Bill's with Jeff. Now, here's an example of some of the records that I have bought, and this is just like the tip of the iceberg. This is Mel Brown. This is good. Great album. This is Mel Brown's 5th. And check this one out, stream it. And then Living Color Vivid, I found maybe a year and a half ago. Just amazing to have on vinyl. And before Bill's Garage, I had maybe 1 or 2 albums by this great soul funk outfit. And this is Rufusized. And I think I now have just all the important Rufus albums in Chaka Khan's, all from Bill's Garage. So this is really great to have. And here's an example of some punk rock, and here's Surf Punk's Locals Only. And this is a good one. I didn't know much about the Surf Punks until I found this album at Bill's, and I really, really like them. Edie Burkell and the New Bohemians on an original press. This is a tough one to find. And this was at Bill's. And then this is a funky album. This is a good album. Funk Incorporated, Price to Sell. Great album. And I didn't know about this one either. So there's a lot of titles that I discovered, music that I've become to enjoy and love. And check this out with the time strip on it. This is Fat Albert Rotunda, Herbie Hancock. This is a cool record. Now the jacket is just a little rough, but the vinyl is near mint on here. And this is just a really good listen. And then I would have never bought an album by this artist here. This is a Rainbow in Curved Air. This is Terry Riley. So a lot of you guys that watch my channel, my adventures of digging at Bill's Garage, turned me on to Terry Riley, and I listened, and I really like it. So this is a good one to have. And last but not least, you know, Robert Smith from The Cure's on this. A little bit of a super group. You got The Glove, Blue Sunshine, on an original pressing. Look at this. So yeah, that's just a few examples of some of the great records, and I kind of keep them together, like the records that I got at Bill's Garage, like over here in the corner. So thanks so much. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.